like most people that are into cars, we love, despite how campy it is, the 2001 film The Fast and the Furious, much like everybody else. And we all know this? Oh, yeah. Well, that's gotten a lot easier thanks to this little bit of an addition of code by the automation devs. But more on that later. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to work on not the Toyota Supra like everybody knows. I want to do something on this Mitsubishi Eclipse, which is a car that we didn't get in Australia. We got cars more like your Mitsubishi Magnas. We didn't get those cars. So I'm going to try my hardest to recreate this one. The first step is finding a car body, and this isn't as easy as one might think. I seemingly can't find what I'm looking for. I think this might be as close as we're gonna get. Honestly, it's not really that close, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of it with the livery work to make this look exactly the same, or not really. It's probably not gonna look anything like it. A whole bunch of steel, and then a front transverse engine. Did I say front? I meant to say front. Me do words, speak English, yes. Yeah, I don't know what it has, so we're just gonna say that this thing probably has some maybe double wishbones. I probably would have said McPherson strut, but I don't know. By what I'm seeing here, this is actually a pretty decent setup. Looks to be about 2 liters, a 4-cylinder, 16 valves, a full race exhaust going into a turbo. Now these exhausts are not the strongest, but we'll go with it anyway. Is this actually the one? Is this the engine? I'm not sure. Well, I just had a look at the video. It was on Prime, so I can't really show you it because it goes to a black screen. Case in point right here. This is actually showing up for me, but not in OBS. Anyway, inline 4, aluminium. It's a little bit hard to tell which bore and stroke is for which engine. This is really quite annoying. But my best guess is it's 85 and 88. I can't be bothered looking too much more into this. This is not that important. It's probably going to have forged internals. It's not that hard to do, especially if you're going to be pushing a buttload of nitrous through this. A turbocharger, obviously. Going to be a standard geometry, probably also a journal bearing for back in the day. And right off the bat, 151 kilowatts. And that's about as close as we can get. Unfortunately, we can't change the spark plug leads because I would totally make them yellow. Now, obviously, having like weaker pistons and connecting rods is about accurate for an engine which has, you know, danger to the manifold. You can't go. Nope. Danger to the manifold. This is actually a lot of fun to try to make. Oh, it's so stupid. Now, the way in which I'm tuning this is I'm putting in a buttload of fuel, got a slightly better cam profile. This thing probably has a compression ratio of 8.5, which is very common for turbos back in the day. And then I'm just turning the boost up. Oh no, I think, yep, no, oh, the turbine has exceeded safe operating parameters. Just keep adding more turbine housing size. That's how it works, right? So, 243 kilowatts. That's actually a lot of power to put through the front wheels. I think that's a bad idea. But, you know, it's not really a bad way to spend $10,000. All right, let's give our... Jesus Christ, I didn't realize how big I was making the turbo. Oh, God. Engine a bit of a lesson to... Oh dear, that sounds like absolute garbage, but let's move along. I think that's about as close as we're gonna get on the green, and we'll do the decals in a bit. So, front wheel drive, which is the stupidest thing ever. Manual. Unfortunately, our gear shift doesn't go up to 15,000 gears. So I'll probably just go with something a little bit more realistic of a road car and go 5. Because you know, every single time you change gears, you go faster. So, oh God. Probably not a whole lot of money is spent on the differential, if anything, but we're gonna go viscous LSD for this one. Now, I don't know if semi-slicks are normal, but we're gonna go with them anyway for this time period. Is it wide-bodied? I mean, it might be. It looks fairly flush down the side, so it's probably not. But I do want bigger tires, so maybe we would do a little smidgen of widening. I don't like how this thing widens with like an incredibly harsh line. That doesn't really match what we're doing. I'm also looking at the wheels, and they look really narrow, actually. That's not great. So maybe we shouldn't go for, I don't know. I feel that putting down this amount of power isn't going to work immediately straight off the bat. Then we're probably not gonna have any back seats and just set it to sport. And sound systems were big back then. Maybe, I think maybe, I don't want to, but I think I should go a premium audio system. Then again, it's a cop vehicle, so probably it's only just gonna have a regular radio. Like, so standard AM? I don't know. Why AM? Why not FM or AM FM? Why is this our only option? Actually, it seems that it's got something exactly like that. Well, I don't know what to call that. Like, luxury CD? I don't know. We'll just go with premium for now because it probably doesn't have the speakers, but it has at least some sort of technicality there. So here is our setup. Drop that down. It's about as low as we can go, unfortunately. And we've given ourselves less camber, but a fairly stiff suspension setup. And I think we'll increase the stiffness. Now, what we want to do is have more traction to the front, which means the front needs to be fairly loose and the rear needs to be fairly stiff, which will then hold the vehicle flat. So then these wheels don't have to travel so far to reach the ground if like there's torque happening to the body. But as you can see here, they're both fairly even. So we're going to stiffen up the rear. Now I think it's fairly good. Getting really close to oversteer, which is not great, but you know, it should be fine. It reckons our 0 to 100 is 5.9. It's not very good. In the movie also calls it a 10-second car, or at least he owes him a 10-second car. So what have we got? 13.5 seconds. So hopefully with NOS, we'll be able to bring that down 3.5 seconds. Oh my God. But you know what? It actually doesn't need to be 10 seconds. It can just be within the 10-second range. So it can be like 0.001 short of 11 seconds. So it really only needs to take about 2.5 seconds off, which should be fine. Once we get off the line, it'll be a lot better. All right, let's get on to the look of the car. So like most cars, we're going to start with the front. We've colored the hood in the correct color. Next thing, we're probably going to put this little bit of a grill in and then add these side lifty canard almost like bits here. So finding the right grill. This one is fairly generic. I use it a lot, but I think it fits quite nicely here. Then I've never really used this vent before, but it seems to be fitting, so it'll be the first time I ever use it. Now, I think this is kind of what we want to use. I'm also seeing that this doesn't really retract enough in the middle here, so I think I'm going to use some cutout. Then I'm going to use a 3D piece, which I like to use fairly often, just this doodad. Yeah, I think that works a little bit nicer now. Now, there's no vent by the looks of it here, but at least we've got a side skirt. And I think just a regular bumper like this will do the job. Yeah, it mostly works. Headlights, basic. Yeah, basic. But I think these are like perfect for what we need here. I feel that these were always built for this. Now for the wheels. That's a 7-spoke wheel with a line in the middle of the spokes. I don't know if I have that. I mean, not exactly at least. Those are actually quite close, but it is 10 spokes. So, I mean, I'm happy with that. Wait, this thing has a roof scoop? Why? I mean, it looks awesome, but why? All right, roof scoop it is. I think that'll do. It's not a really smooth transition, but I mean, it works fairly good. This one is very smooth and shaped in. I'm also having a look, and it seems that this has actually, in fact, little tiny mirrors. Why? What? Why? That is a peculiar one to do. So, goodbye regular mirrors, and hello strange ones. And maybe if you're a new viewer, hello to you as well. Consider subscribing maybe. If you are already subscribed, consider hitting that like button. That's so weird. Then the big picnic table on the back. Looks fairly basic. Is that multi-element? I think it is multi-element. Weird. Unfortunately, there's no multi-elements in automation currently. So we'll probably just go with something like this and just make it out of aluminium. That looks decent, except the rear end is feeling really low on a car where the rear end feels so high. But I suppose I don't really have much of a choice. God, this is gonna be like the worst knockoff sort of. This is basically the equivalent of those people that take like a Lada and then stick a cardboard body kit on it. Like this one from Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto. This is not turning out how I wanted it to. Well, for the rear, it's got a big long bar light. Can we make it out of this? That works for the most part. I just have to fill in this patchwork here. This won't come to bite me in the butt when I go to do the livery work over in the blender. Then we have kind of a bumper thing. The bumper goes around and then just a big cutout to where there's like an empty hole for a diffuser. Then the absolute fart cannon exhaust. That is the last thing we need to do to finish basically the rear end here. Which one looks most fart cannon-y? This one looks pretty big. And there we go. That's about right. And with that, I think we're pretty much done and should now go over and do the livery creation. Before we go too far though, we should really test out to see, oh great. Thanks automation. Well, we can test to see how it handles, then we can get around to fixing whatever that issue is. I know what the issue, I don't know what causes it, but I'll show you how to fix it. So I should probably try without ESC whatsoever. It does bog down off the line. Then it gets pretty fast. It wants to do a little bit of wheel spin there, so I didn't know which gear it wanted to be in. And here we go, coming through the Everton S's. And BeamNG is having a hell of a time trying to figure out what gear it should be in. It should probably control this one manually because it just gets wheel spin all the time. Stop doing that! And 1.9 bar, that's about right. Tuners back in these days were mostly just about like, turn up the boost, fuel management, dump more fuel in, and have a big massive exhaust and massive flames popping out the back end. I got myself some lovely NOS bottles in the back there. They don't look quite the right color, but I don't know. This is not the best handling car, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh no. I should probably actually take this to West Coast, shouldn't I? But you know what? As it stands, it's actually not that bad. So here we come down to the back straight. No, we have to lift. It's not the worst handling car. I would love more traction, however. I want to take this over to West Coast USA. Oh god, no! Oh, that's the problem with being a big heavy front wheel drive. Before we go and do the drag strip though, re-exporting it should fix that issue. And immediately, that's all it took. It's all fixed now. Wait, what? Why is the exhaust doing that? What the hell? Where'd the exhaust go? Oh, let's reapply the exhaust. That was a weird one that I was not expecting. All right, got that back on. Let's try that again, shall we? Much better. Everything is right in the world. The Ricer has its big-ass exhaust on there. All right, let's see if that 13.5 second time was truthful. Oh, there we go. And here we go. Yes. Oh, really slow off the line, but that's fine. Oops, I forgot I have to change gears manually. Oh, no, 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 Monica, no, but that's fine. We'll get a good time out of it. 14 point, oh dear. Let's try that again. Have to get laid by Monica and her friend. All right, this time we're changing gears and I think we're staying out ahead, which is good. Hold on, looking back, yes, we're out ahead. And are we gonna beat the 14-second mark? 14.1. So we have about 3 to 4 seconds to take off. Wait, what? Now the wheels? Why are the wheels back to, what is going on? I don't get it. It's got the wheels here and it's got the exhaust. Just work properly, please. Third time's a charm. Oh, thank God, this time it's worked. Have you missed anything else, game? No, it all looks good. Wait. Where are all the decals? Oh my god, you've now left off the decals? What is happening? Fourth time's a charm. Wait, no, the decals are gone from here. What? I loaded this thing up with decals. Where'd they all go? Oh my god. All right, we put all the decals back on. Let's try this for the umpteen millionth time. And god damn it. What the hell? Oh, no, re-exporting has done it, except for the fact that it's also done the 984th try now. To be honest, I've never had this much issue with exporting before. I don't know what's causing it. Oh, it looks like it might be working, kind of. It's done almost everything, except it hasn't done there. And it's still clipping through the light a little bit. Nah. So as an FYI, if it's still becoming a big problem, what I'll do is I'll scale things out a little bit and hopefully most of the time that will fix things. So make that a little bit bigger because I know that uses a cutout. And scale this just a smit, no, just a, okay, that'll do. Probably not gonna do it, but we'll give it a try. Oh, it's fixed the tail lights. Yes. I think it's done it. Yes, finally. Okay, we have the car done. What is wrong with the what? I might try reopening the game and see if that fixes that issue. And yes, a good refresh has fixed that. But now there was extra body paneling in here that's... what is going on with all... Okay, I've never had this much issues with automation, but screw it, we're done. This is it. First, I'm gonna do the liveries. In fact, actually, I should say, I was going to do that, but after a few crashes, some footage losses, some weird issues where things weren't showing up right, it ended up taking a lot longer and a lot messier, and I don't have all the footage, so we're just gonna skip right to the end where I finished all of this section. I'm totally worth subscribing to. I was gonna do a whole thing about how I was gonna do the decals and all that sort of stuff, but it ended up being like the biggest nightmare, so we've just skipped that entirely. Now all we need to do is get the NOS on here. Now we do have the bottles in there, but that doesn't mean we have NOS. All we have to do though is grab this file, which I have a link to in the description. Control C on that or whatever you want to do. And then you don't have to unpack it like I've got this unpacked at the moment. You can actually put it right into the zip file if you want. But we're going to put it in here. Then here in the car, we're going to refresh it, bring up the part selector, and under engine, we have nitrous oxide. Oh, it's that easy now. So traction control off, NOS on, and floor it. Lots and lots of use of NOS. Yeah, I should probably do like a faster version in probably second gear, so we're not like burning it all away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with a 20-pound, because there's, say, like 2 10-pounds, whatever. And then we'll go for something, you know what, we're gonna go completely adjustable shot. Then, minimum gear, we're gonna go with second gear. Additional power, something like maybe, I don't wanna go 200 kilo. 200 kilowatts is a lot of extra power. Hopefully this thing will be able to take it. And the RPM doesn't particularly matter, so let's go ahead and apply that and see how we go. So first gear, nice and slow. Second gear is like, boom, just immediately loads of power. But let's see what it takes to do a 10-second quarter mile. So bring it up here, show me what you've got, and let's go ahead and stage. And I have to remember that I have to control this manually. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, a little slow off the line. First gear was fine. Oh, wait, no, I have to change gears manually. And second gear is just like, oh my god. Oh my god. This is so hard to get used to controlling. No. We only managed to knock off like 0.5 of a second maybe in total. Jesus. This is gonna take some time to get used to. My god, that was... I don't know whether I was spinning wheels most of the time. That was insane. 3, 2, 1, go. We're a little slow off the line. And then immediate gear change. And I think I'm getting used to when this thing is getting wheel spin and when not getting wheel spin. But hopefully 200 kilowatts is enough to go around. Do we do it? No, we do a 12.9. No, we're still like 2 seconds off. Damn, son. How much NOS were they running in this system? All right, additional power. Oh, I don't want to go much more than this, but let's send it up to 300. This is probably just, it's gonna destroy. Oopsie daisies. No, 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 turn on. All right, well, we were lined up, whatever. And there we go. I hope we didn't jump the start. Second gear is a problem. Third gear was a problem. Fourth gear was a problem. Ah, and it's pulling hard to the right. We only knocked off 0.04 of a second. Oh no, this is so bad. Oh dear, all right, let's try this again. And bog off the line, that's fine. First gear. Oh, we left that in too long. Second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear, still getting wheel spin. Fifth gear. And, oh, we're down, wait, no, we're up to a 13 point. God damn it! I'm gonna have to go full sweat mode on this because this is really hard to get used to. And the thing like hard pulls to the right constantly. But we'll give it a try again. Damn it, all right, maybe I should put it in first gear. And then immediately into wheel spin. God damn it, that's a lot of wheel spin. I can't do it. All right, NOS, show me what you got. Like, what, 500 extra kilowatts? Oh my God, that's an entire, like, almost F1 car. You know, an old F1 car, not a current one. All right, 500 kilowatts. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm always that little bit slow off the line, but that's fine. And then second gear, too much. Third gear, too much. Fourth gear, something is going wrong. Fifth gear, and Oh my god, we're still at a 13-1. This is not great. I think maybe I'll just try shifting gears, like, at the moment I feel I need to. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, still a little slow off the line, that's fine. Second gear, and immediately into wheel spin. Third gear, immediately into wheel spin. Fourth gear, immediately into wheel spin. Fifth gear, immediately into wheel spin. But we did a 12.7. Yeah! I don't think 10 seconds is possible with the sort of car that they were showing in that movie. This is stupid. Oh my god, this is absolutely atrocious. And braking is failing me hard. Okay, you know what? Let's drop this back down to like maybe 150 kilowatt shot and just give it a test drive around here. You know what? Even 150 is probably too much. Let's go with like 100. Even 100 is a ginormous amount of NOS. We might also try putting it in first as well. And then we're gonna also go over to Phil Hill. Oh god, it does so much of a burnout. It's insane. It doesn't want to drive normally. That's fine though. Oh, lots of wheel spin. But at least the manual gearbox is handling it a whole lot better. Previously, remember how the manual gearbox was just like going, I don't know what gear to be in. Now, apparently, it's figured out which gear it actually wants to be in, so we're all good there. Get turned, get turned. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. Okay, yep, now it's struggling to figure out which gear it wants to be in again. Oh, even at 100 kilowatts, you can see that this thing is getting way too much wheel spin. Oh, God. You know what it needs? It needs rear-wheel drive amongst a whole bunch of other things. So out of all of the things that I have an issue with in that movie, which does not include Danger to Manifold, which actually should be here, by the way. For some reason, it's not. I'm done with this game. I'm not bothering to look at that ever again. The big issue is the fact that they reckon that they got that car to do 10 seconds with those skinny-ass tires. Like, this in the build that they had would not have gone 10 seconds. Unless maybe they had some sort of magic, which I very much doubt. Oh, the brakes are not bad, actually. This is pretty good. I reckon this is good to take immediately to Phil Hill. So, let's go ahead and give it a try. We're gonna turn that off, turn NOS on, and set that timer up again. And let's see how we do. Immediately, lots and lots and lots of wheel spin. I wonder if I should probably control this manually, but I think it'll be fine. Nope, nope, it is having issues. It doesn't know what gear it wants to be in, which will become an issue. I have noticed that we do tend to lose a bit of acceleration under like the massive wheel spin sort of thing. So get yourself pointed up straight and then immediately floor it hard. Okay, turn in, go straight and floor it hard. And oh, we do lose a lot of cornering, so you have to be quite careful. Get it braked and turned in. Go around and floor it. There we go, get all of that power down. That 100 extra kilowatts just absolutely pummeling the hell out of those pistons. I shouldn't probably be granny shifting this, otherwise I'll burn out my piston rings somehow, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't know why shifting would have anything to do with piston rings dying, but oh well. The movie is, what, like 21 years old now? In America, that movie, you can drink now. Oh god, okay. Oh, massive frame lag, what was that? Oh god, that's fine. Oh, lots of wheel spin, even downhill. Apparently, the gravity assist cannot even help this thing put down more tire grip. Oh, lots of wheel spin. Lots of wheel spin. Trying to just put that NOS to very good use. We've used about a third of the bottle so far, which is a lot of NOS to go through, but that's fine. And then slow it down. Okay, that's good. And then finish line. That was not an elegant lap at all. Oh god, that was atrocious. 1 minute 49 though. That is not a bad time. You know what? I wasn't going to, but I think I will make this available on the BeamNG repository. This is just so good. Also, there's one other thing I want to try out, because I did do a little doodaddling. So, environment, go into here. Oh, there we go. And then N. God damn it, that was meant to project light onto the ground. And it was meant to be green as well, not white. Oh, that's lame! Lame sauce. I'm not impressed. But it is a nighttime car, so let's go drive it around. I suppose I shouldn't have been too surprised, considering that automation lights in BeamNG really do suck. Now, I know that there is ways of doing it. I have seen actually people use this sort of stuff, but it just, I never really looked into it. I didn't know what was required of it. God, this car is so loud in my ear right now. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but for me, it's quite incredibly loud. This has been a fun video. Even though the car itself is, you know, as much of a disappointment as I was expecting, at least I got to show you guys the new and easy way to put NOS into things. So go ahead, try it out. There is a link to just that in the description, and the car will also, I'll have a link to my repository. You can go to my repository, go ahead, you can, if you really like it, try out my other things there. If you'd want to, you could try rating them as well, because as you can see, I don't get a whole lot of ratings. So that'd be nice. Even if you don't like them, like, I don't mind. Just give me a rating. Give me a 1-star. I don't care. Just do something, please. Out of 2,200 people, nobody rated this one. Out of these ones, thousands of people were downloading them. Nobody rated them. So show me a little bit of love, and maybe if you're new to this channel, go ahead, like it, and maybe also subscribe if you do like this sort of stuff. There will be more in the future. I have some new EV stuff coming up in the future, and I also have some other things coming up. What the hell is happening to the dash? Wait, the dash is invisible. What? Yep, nope, the dash is just straight up gone. What even is happening? I'm so confused right now. Well, there's actually more things missing. There's dial gauges here. Oh my God, Automation Exporter is so broken. Jesus. Well, I mean, it worked out mostly in the end, so I can't complain too much, I suppose. I probably should. But for now, I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye. Oh, God. Damn.